Imagine this, an ancient civilization, one so vast and advanced, it spanned across all of Eurasia. A civilization with technology that defied what we thought was possible. But what if I told you no one talks about it? What if I told you it was deliberately erased from history? This is the story of the Tartarian Empire, a secret empire that some believe was so powerful, so technologically advanced, that it was completely wiped from the history books. Why? To maintain the narrative that we've always been taught. To keep us blind to the truth. So, why do people think the Tartarians existed in the first place? Proponents of the theory point to architectural anomalies all across the world, strange buildings with windows below ground level, massive structures that couldn't have been built with the tools of the time. They argue that these are signs of a civilization far more advanced than anything we've ever been led to believe. But that's not all. Here's where it gets really wild. They claim that the Tartarian Empire was destroyed in a massive mud flood, a global catastrophe that buried entire cities and erased the empire in a single event. This so-called mud flood is said to have occurred in the 19th century, just as the world was moving into what we know as the Industrial Age. So what happened? Why aren't we told about this? The theory suggests that this flood covered entire cities, leaving nothing but remnants architecture that doesn't make sense, buildings with strange underground features and strange historical artifacts that don't align with mainstream history. The mud flood buried the Tartarian Empire under layers of soil, and those who survived did their best to cover it up. Ever notice how some buildings look like they've been partially buried by dirt? Some theorists claim these are remnants of the lost Tartarian cities, hidden in plain sight. But here's the shocking twist. The flood was no accident. Some believe it wasn't a natural disaster at all, but a deliberate effort to erase this civilization from the face of the earth. But who would want to erase such a powerful empire? The theory points to powerful elites and governments who needed to control the narrative of history, so they could keep us from knowing the truth about our past. What if the Tartarians had technology that would challenge everything we think we know about human civilization? What if they were wiped out because they were a threat to the power structures of today? Mainstream historians have dismissed the Tartarian Empire as pure pseudoscience. But here's the thing, the more you dig, the more the pieces start to fit together. There are architectural anomalies all over the world, buildings that don't match any known historical timeline. Why do some structures have windows below ground level, or towers that are way too advanced for their supposed time? Could these be clues left by the Tartarians? And how many of us have even heard of the so-called mud flood? People are waking up to these strange inconsistencies, piecing together a past that's been buried for centuries. And the more we learn, the more we realize just how much we've been lied to. Could the Tartarian Empire have been real? Could their advanced knowledge and technology be out there, hidden in the ruins we walk past every day? Or is it all just a crazy theory, spun by people desperate for a different story? What do you think? Was there a lost empire that was intentionally erased from history? Or are we just seeing things that aren't there? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And share this if you believe the Tartarian Empire's secrets are still out there. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for another episode of Fringe Files.